Excuse me.
Oui, des sangs, fille de l'âme, fille des phares, oui, des phares, oui, des phares, ça y a, oui, des phares.
What's going on, Ark? I'm gonna need you to stop looking at me with that face, though. That zero face is a little. You want to give me the melted Mother Teresa face now? I didn't even know you can do that. That's what I was like. Aren't those your follower emotes? How are you using those? So now you're just gonna be busting that out everywhere, huh? Status of like, keep meaning to check. Ooh, I need to give that to somebody. Hey, what's going on, Obi? Throw this in here. You're sick. Is it snowing in your area? And more importantly, are you taking time off to recover? I'm gonna do one of the trials battles today, maybe two, and I might. I have the next 2 days off. I have Thursday, Friday off. The rest of the year, so I might end up playing this a bit tomorrow, or I'm gonna do some research into more of the energy stuff we were talking about, because that's a conversation I really would like to have on Friday, at the least. No, Friday I also have a friend's birthday party, so what up, Meta? I hope you get over that soon on me. Like, please make sure you're taking time to rest. After work, you say. So you're still going to work while you're sick. She turned hella red. Yeah, I get that. Okay, let's say just save just since we got past that cutscene. And let's see what the shop has for us. I don't think it has too much though. These staffs are new. Is the lance new? No, we already have this. We already have these. I think we already have these as well. We should have these also. I don't think we have too much that's new. Oh, we can buy life orbs now though. Those are actually really nice, but I don't want to do that. And there's really no need to do that going forward soon enough. I can sell a couple of things though. I go to that and that. Well, now we have $100,000. Oh. Yo, what up, Bob? How you doing today? Let's see what is at the tavern. I'm not doing too bad. I had a nice couple of days off. I'll probably still do some work, but I won't be like on my computer like that though. Damn, that dude is red. Okay, let's hit the dojo. We might be able to upgrade a few more people as well. Duelist, he's been upgraded. So is he? She has. He has. She needs to go. And it doesn't seem like you have much benefit in upgrading, but like for instance with the advanced archer classes, oh, I forgot how much I hate this look on her. I hate kind of all of her advanced class looks. But at the very least, you get an extra bit of range with your attack. Let's see, it's almost full. Grog's I don't mind. It's a little plain looking, but I think it's still better than his guardsman look. And I think for the melee classes, this gives them strength and defense boost and maybe one extra movement. So they'll be able to stay in the battle better. Not a bad look. He's ready for a Sky Lord. This look I'll do like a lot. She's already been advanced. I think everybody is. As far as they can go. Oh, Darius. Hopefully it still doesn't look like he's just out here bumming it. Now he does make one of the better Hawkmen in your group. Still not bad look, but he's still out there just sleeveless. But whatever, all of our people are upgraded. We do have one more to do later. But for now, let's go into the battle. This is the box one. I almost thought about doing this one not while testing. Because like I said before, you need to get this box over to get your people up. And then you need to get these two boxes over here. See, how much life does this thing have? 184. Let's take a look at Avalanche. I might be able to one-shot these now. Yep. So our mages are that much more lethal for bosses now. I can drop a Roman fire and hit these 4. That works. And again, with this battle, I'm not necessarily concerned. Although obviously I don't want it to happen, but I don't worry too much about losing party members, because there's not really any money to be gained or lost in this fight. So also, to that same vein, outside of maybe healing for XP, you don't really have to worry about anything relative to experience. I don't think I can hit from here. Close, but not quite. How far can he move? And I need to get somebody up front to take the heat from my mages, because mages are really the important part of this battle. And then next turn I should be able to phase shift in this area and take out a whole gang of them. We should survive these hits pretty decently. So you're blocking. Alright, so let me do a spread force. And this should actually do a whole bunch of damage to these guys. Might be enough to take them out. No, it'll kill one, but not the other. And kind of the good part about this battle is, at least while we are clearing up down here, we can use the mages to clean these guys up top. And I'd rather get rid of this one so I can set up my mage to get over there and start blasting the guy at the top. We're always testing things here, Frodo. For instance, I'm testing out my chair that I'm in right now. And you can also test out the new emote I got. No, you should have something else. Let me see. Ah, it's still, that's weird. Still pending approval. Well, you'll just have to wait a little while longer then, I guess. He just took a crap ton of damage. I wonder if I can heal him through the wall. I can. I do not think Ash's magic is good enough to hit up there. Yeah, no. So now we start pushing the block. Well, how you feeling now, Frodo? Able to come down a little bit after your actual stream? I had to step out for a second. I was just getting a headache. Not from the conversation. I just had some weird headaches start to hit. So I missed part of it, which sucked because I do enjoy a good discussion. I think the next topic I want to discuss will be energy. Excuse me, especially with regard to the possible advent of commercially viable nuclear fusion. At least broach to a possibility of the subject. Oh, sorry, I said commercially viable nuclear fusion. So, the National Ignition Institute in California, they had a test a couple of days ago of oh crap, I did not mean to hit done. Sorry. On their nuclear fusion reactor, and it actually had a net positive energy output. The chair actually feels pretty nice, Saki. Thank you. How are you doing today, Saki? I actually might be able to hit these. Nah, not worth the trouble of like moving people in and out anyways. So here's the thing, Proto. There is a difference. Fission is what we are used to. So there is a super collider in Texas. And that obviously is that could be, actually I think I'll touch on that a bit as well. Excuse me. You never heard about that? They were building a collider in the Waxahachie area back in the 90s, but they stopped partially because of cost, because they had estimated that it was going to cost about $2 billion in funding, and the project got up to like $8.25 billion. Not necessarily teaching, and I use that word extremely loosely, Saki, as should you. I'm saying I would like to discuss the energy implications going forward. But with regard to that, Proto, fission is what we are more used to, and that's the breaking apart of atoms. So that's what creates more of the toxic waste. Oh, I'll have the next 2 days off, so I'll be able to get plenty of rest. So when you hear about like nuclear processes creating toxic waste, is fission that you're hearing about. Fusion does not create nearly the same amount of hazardous materials. And it also creates roughly 4 times the energy that fission does. So whenever you hear people talk about like a clean burning energy source, fusion is actually what they're talking about more than fission. I'll go ahead and start to get him over here. can't hit these. I forgot about that. So I forgot I actually have to put this box in the corner just to get some people up. Yeah, that's what it is. In that turn. More or less, yeah. Because we don't really... There's really nothing that like creates any kind of... Or nothing that we produce that creates any kind of energy that doesn't create some kind of a byproduct. That we would generally term as like not being clean. It's all relative terms. I'm gonna move all these people out of the way. Actually, I wonder. Since he's over here still, go ahead and get rid of these two dudes. I did not, but they already had spider wings, so I didn't see what. I want to see what was the big deal. If anything, I'd be more interested in if they somehow decided to connect Spider-Verse with like the Marvel live action, almost like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit or a Cool World kind of thing. I might have to restart the battle. And I'm not sure if I can get up here. In which case, I'm glad I saved it after that cutscene. Let me see that. Okay, yeah, I can't get up there from here. So I can push this over. That's what it is. Push this over, have people climb up over here. Alright. figure out how to do this for a while. Let me get these people out of the way, and then I have to push it back over. I will say this chair feels way more comfortable than the piece of wood I was sitting in for a while. Yeah, just a dining room table. I'd forgotten that this area is actually, I forgot, a false flag. So it encourages you to kick it over, but you obviously cannot get it out of this area. And then you would come up here and do all this to realize that you would need that third block to be able to get over here. And that's why I remembered moving it to the other side first. It's just you also have to be really close to the block itself in order to climb it and then climb on the platform above. So that's also why it seems like you might not be able to use it to climb up. I have not, Meta. That would be something interesting, though. But I've never played any of those kinds of games, so I'll have to look in to see where I might be able to find those. I don't think I can hit these guys from here. Nope. Though to be fair, if we really wanted to talk about tycoons, there's already one in the presence. So we could just ask her. I'm just saying is all. Alright, that's almost in position, so let's get all these people over there. Really, all these people can stay back. Because we honestly just need just the mages to get up here. And maybe one healer and one swordsman to kind of provide some defense and healing. So I don't have to move all these people every turn. I mean, you send an archer as well, because they should be able to shoot up. So this group right here should suffice. But yeah, meta, if you could send me the name of some of those games, I'll definitely look into that. That's good enough. Oh, are you doing that tonight? I haven't really played that much in a while. Oh, we're the puzzle squad. Nice. Let me know how it goes. And now I'm just going to set up here to kind of entice them to come attack. To get in the range of my mage. You gonna go O2? Who else playing like Rats and Harad? And Xerxian? Ooh, hey. Big hit. Forever getting blocked. Should have pushed this block first, but it's not too big a deal. And that is all the enemies. Ah! What was I thinking? Yeah, we're gonna have to redo that. That's the other part that will trip you up. Supposed to spellbind one of them. And I think I lose the key for that. Oh, no, I still keep the key. Okay. I'll just do that off of screen then. So for now, I'll just move it into the depot. So going into the Torog Mountains is where we have our next of the Crimson Generals that we already beat in the big battle royale. So they say that like we're getting a break from having to fight Kane, but since we fought off 4 and survived, fighting 2 wouldn't have been a problem. So we have something to pick up here at the tracks. And here, tracks and snow, and then there are no chests. I believe if you hit this button, it blows up the bridge. I don't know what his button does. But in any case, these guys are easy enough to take out. A couple of these. Send the priest back to do a couple of holy pressures, and then one bowman, and this group should be cleaned up. And And this is why you kind of really don't want to get monks or armors for that reason in your party, because these three characters, I would have had to sacrifice any one of them to take them into the monk class over their current class, which, as you can see, is extremely useful. And basically, this is how you treat battles going forward in this game: is you use your magic users to nuke them and clear them out, and then use your archers to do some cleanup. And then your melee units finish them off. I think his death occurs. Yep. And they do have one archer who's going to be annoying as crap. So the only concern now is they do have a lot of hawkmen. Who can do damage to my swordsman. So we want to kind of pull them in from here and do the same formula. Nuke them with magic. And then at that point the archers should be able to clean them up since they're weak to archers. Oh, there's two archers. Didn't know the second one. Since they're moving up, we can actually pull back and suck them in, and then we can get out of the range of the archers, and leave our bowmen up front. Hey, what's going on, Splice? How you doing? New chair feels good. It is enormously more comfortable than what I was sitting in before. So only Grog needs a heal. But he's not front line right now. But I will go ahead and heal him anyways. And then get my two mages in position to do some blasting. So how's your day been today, Splice? Yeah, I had bought this. I bought this during Black Friday, but I only went and got it like a few days ago. I was kind of being lazy there. Oh, nice. We had our office party last Friday, but I didn't go. Just because the office is like 27 miles away, and I work from home, so I didn't feel like driving in for that. Might be able to drop an ultra healer from here on them. No. I do want to pull him back though, so they are even. So that way, one of them isn't getting attacked by two people. Oh, the good thing is I only go in 1 day a week. And so it's not too terrible. And since COVID, the traffic got a lot better. It used to be almost an hour and a half in each way. And now even if I leave like in the midst of rush hour, it's more like 40 some odd minutes. So that is definitely a lot more palatable. Alright, good. It looks like they're gonna line up. But the good part is we won't be strong enough to one-shot them, so they won't be replacing. And then if they decide to go around, then we can just pot shot them from the bridge. I think they're gonna lie. Oh no, they're going around. That also means I can use phase shift on them. So, what I intend to talk about today will be, or not necessarily today, but the next topic of discussion will be energy related. So then I want to do a Roman fire from right here. Because there was a report that the National Ignition Facility in California was able to produce net positive nuclear fusion. So I want to talk about the economic implications of making that commercially viable going forward. I don't think that one might be able to. Actually, you know what? I can. You should be able to hit from here. You can. I saw it in the Financial Times, and I know it was referencing the National Initiative Facility, so I'm going to do more research into it. So that ideally it can be talked about Friday, possibly Thursday. As part of potentially a longer test. So we'll be testing out streaming for a longer period of time. Yeah, I'll do the phase shift. Kind of putting my mage in a bit of a precarious position as far as the archers are concerned. But she should be able to take the hit, especially if I'm able to come over here and give her a mystic shield. So ideally that will be part of the discussion is, will it be able to be first harnessed in such a way that it can be used reliably commercially, and then what would be the next steps in the process past that, which I have an idea of what it would be. There's usually those kinds of things are, you figure out the technology, then you miniaturize it. Alright, so they're getting cleaned up. Let me see. So he can move up to attack him. He cannot. But he can hit my mage from behind. He's gonna come up here, so I'll give him some protection from behind. She might be able to kill him. Not quite. But meantime, I'll start moving across the bridge. I don't quite want to put my leader out there with the archers in their position. But at least we've pretty much cleaned this all up with minimal contact. Interesting, they're going after Diego. He can't get hit by any of the... Yes. If my main character gets knocked out, that is the battle. But a lot of people in tactics games make the mistake of keeping their main character sheltered. He is actually extraordinarily powerful if you don't do that. And normally I don't really do that with him. I have him in the front lines like his class dictates. But the Hawkmen that are currently attacking me are strong against his class, so I didn't want to expose him to getting hit by them. Alright, the wizards are coming down. I wonder if Curse is going to start coming. Yep. That's him. And I actually might retreat a bit to pull Kurtz and then loop around so I can get this item. But in lieu of the topic, as far as energy is concerned, I was really just seeing if anybody was open to discussing anything else, which they might have found interesting. Move him out the way. Get him in here. And drop a couple of healing pluses. And we're looking clean again. I do not. I don't even know what that stands for. Alright, at the very least they cannot shoot that far. So they're going to have to come down too, and that'll also negate some of their distance. Alright, so Kirsty's coming straight at the bridge. How far is his movement? So he can either pull here or pull to the front of the bridge next turn. So let's see which way he moves. So what is a UIL? I'm sorry, IUL. I know what UIL is. Oh no, you're fine. see if I can entice him to chase Eamon around here with all these people down here. Because that'll be a little bit easier to get everybody across the bridge rather than going across a smaller pathway. The next universal life insurance. Huh. Might have to look into that and see what it is. Alright, good. I can kind of bring him around that way. Which means... one shot short. Alright. Take care of yourself, Splice. How far can you go? This should be just far enough. I will enjoy my test. Thank you. I appreciate it. You have a good evening, Slice. Alright, especially if these archers keep pulling down, that'll be a lot easier. There you go. Close. Not quite though. I believe he has self-healing. No, he has dagger story, which means he is not going to back off in the interest of self-preservation. So that also means we need to book it over here to try to get those other items. I do not think he's susceptible to spellbind. Do that, heal these all full, pull back, and I'll drop Mystic Shield. Just in case he tries to get over to him. Which she cannot quite do. So hopefully the terrain will be on our side while we make a rush over here to this other item. Thankfully the archers are going to have to bring themselves into range now that they've come down. So that'll make engaging them way more... Oh, it's taking the pot shot off there. Yep, there goes the dagger storm. Hey, if he wants to do that and not get hit back, that's fine. Because I don't want to counterattack at the moment. In fact, if I can get everybody across, I think I can blow the bridge. And then force him to go all the way around. Yeah, might as well get rid of this dude. For no other reason than to make the turns quicker. I need to ask Saki or somebody how many points they have. And I feel like they're probably getting close to that freaking cocktail thing. try it just for shifts to see if it actually works. I doubt it will. Yep. So since Eamon has the best movement, I'll actually try to get him across while my mage is still alive. He's gonna keep on casting daggers. And I'll set up to where I move across the bridge in one turn with him. And he has just enough movement to get across the bridge in one turn. I was hoping that wouldn't be a one shot. Alright, yeah, he'll probably cast Dagger Storm one more time. Either way, next turn I'll move across the bridge and blow the bridge and force him to come back around, which will give me plenty of time to go get the item and heal up anybody that needs to be healed at that point. And that'll be the battle. So 3 more turns. And that priest is just gonna stand here until he gets killed, so that's fine. And now he has to go all the way around. So he can stop taking pot shots at my mage. Pretty strong. But I don't want him healing himself. Fortunately, I cannot get into range with my archers. And everybody else can just hang here. Let me get another. I can't get in range with the archer I want. Should say that. But let me go ahead and take this dude out. Alright, so all this stuff is Kurt's. And let me get these mages into position. So everybody's just gonna start blasting him as soon as he gets across this bridge. I will burn a blessed weapon. It's already 8 o'clock too. Everybody's pretty much in position to just nail him the second he gets across. So. Not much to do except toss out a few random hills, clear some people up, get some extra experience. And I actually want to get back into the gym today, so I might call it after this battle. Because that'll already be almost 2 hours. Now I'll leave. I'm still doing Dagger Storm. That'll leave a good amount of battles for Friday, possibly tomorrow. And I don't even need my swordsman to get rid of them. That was underwhelming. And we got claws, but we don't have any monks, so those are pretty much useless, just like the golden axe. Huh, golden axe, never thought about that before. And let me see what the next battle looks like, just in case. Oh, next battle is a bitch. So replace one tyrant with an even crazier tyrant. So we're going to go back to the Pioneer Town. Let's see. So I think, like I said, because I want to get into the gym. I also need to move some stuff around because I have a fridge arriving tomorrow. I think I might end it there for tonight. But this was a very comfortable chair today. Let me make sure I still have. I don't even know what Mithril does. Definitely don't know what that does. So, looks like it's time to raid. And since you just started, we're gonna raid Bob. So thanks for stopping by while I was testing out my chair. And Bob was playing Lost Odyssey. It's a game about immortals. And he's all around good dude, so he just started, so he'll be able to carry for a while, I think. And I'll be back to test something else out either tomorrow or Friday. Friday at the least, though.